This Christmas, Everybody Wins Live is giving you a chance to win a gift of a lifetime. A brand new fully deeded home. From November 21st to December 26th, every time you play $10 or more, you're one step closer to the keys to your future home. More play means more entries and more chances to win big. Play in-store or online today. This holiday, go beyond winning. Go home for the holidays only with Everybody Wins Live. Remember to game responsibly.
Hey y'all, this is John Cloud Jones.
This is Mike Strong with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yo, it's your boy Buddy Hughes. This is Jazz the Kid Chisholm.
Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors.
And you are logged into
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
You're logged in with 10 year senior.
You dig?
Welcome to the Accredited, powered by 10th year seniors here on Guardian Radio 96.9 and brought to you by our wonderful benefactors, the great, everyone's beloved, Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, the biggest, best sportsbook in the country. You want to have a wonderful, meaningful Christmas, you need to win big. And so I know where to send you. I'm sending you to Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook.
What parlay?
Was that good? We're going to get to that in the second hour.
That's perfect. That's perfect. The only thing I'd like you to add is the fact that them other boys are there making a lot of noise, but we making Christmas bigger for everyone.
Talk your stuff.
No, that's what we got to do. I want people to understand. You get in, you play with Everybody Wins. There's a perfect chance. $10 play across casino, sportsbook, and lottery gets you in the game to earn a house.
We got to knock him off the market.
Full two bedroom, two bath. No, I got it.
All right.
I've been seeing
the show
signs.
ain't even started yet.
No, I've been seeing signs. I've been seeing billboards. I need to let people know. They playing, they talking. Nobody doing it like us.
You know what you have to do, like, in the sportsbook world? You need to be like, hey, over under 26 and a half seconds before we say our names. Right. Like, we got to start doing those type of things. Like, what are the props? We don't know.
I like that idea, John.
I'm Ronaldo, and I've heard people have been making calls about things that we say. I would like for them to continue. You got to call other people because you can't call us. But if you do want to reach us, hit us up at info@10ys.com. All us, when you see us in the streets, we always around.
I'm John Mark, and you can also hit us up on our Instagram page, and we probably won't respond.
I think that crowd know how to use Instagram, but they don't use it.
Ricardo, I'm going to continue to talk my sauce. We doing it best for Christmas. Don't mind them other dudes. No, I need this to know. I've been seeing all these billboards. I've been seeing all these radio commercials, but hearing all nobody doing it like us.
Just
EWF.
wait till the WhatsApp group comes out.
We in the streets,
GWF.
apparently.
But we used to make it, well, for y'all, it's not last night. For me, it was last night. We're recording on Friday for Saturday. Thursday night, I spent my night in Mason, making sure the people in the Saxons community know what EWL is all about this Christmas. So they've been active. We got another couple of stops over the next couple of weeks. We can be in your community. Come see us.
I was about to say, you're going to have to be objective with your communities that you go. You can't just only be in the Saxons community.
I told them in Masons, I'm a Valley boy.
You said that though?
Of course I did.
And you're here?
Hold on. I'm going to explain why.
Okay.
Are you the strongest man in the Bahamas?
He's one of them.
I was able to say what I said because the Saxons was on our key for Junkanoo practice.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah. But we'll be back in Masons. I want to go there at night when they having it, and I'll say my speech again.
I just don't know how safe that is.
I mean, I was with 3,000 of my best friends yesterday.
Thank you, John. And perfect segue. That's why we get paid the mediocre bucks. What's the lead this week? I had to scrap the entire plan.
Everything.
Right now, we're covering Bahama Hoops. We're going to be there. This is usually the busiest time of the year for 10YS. We are swamped with college basketball. Well, we were at the opening of Bahama Hoops Thursday night, and we had heard that, the crowd's going to be a little bigger this year. Mm-hmm. That was, to put it mildly. You walk into the Bahama Convention Center while Purdue was playing Memphis, and it was an atmosphere that I personally have not experienced since I was at Rupp Arena watching Kentucky basketball. It was that packed. I've never seen the convention center like that. You have somewhere, but what was it, close to 4,000 fans?
It was at least had to be 3,000 minimum. But the craziest thing is they lined up 2 hours before tip off.
But for
if you know the convention center with the escalator, right?
Yes.
So literally you come down the escalator and you walk through to go into the convention center. That line was probably backed by swimming pigs.
Wow.
But this is normal. So it was For people
Yeah, it's normal
that
for
for
us.
people that have gone to big time sporting events, and Carter, I know you travel to a lot of them.
Not UB.
And for people that have gone to schools where this kind of tradition is normalized, yeah, that's normal, but we don't have that culture here. So like immediately that was the thing that rang true to me as I'm watching 3,000 people from Indiana decide to take this trip to the Bahamas to watch their favorite college basketball team play two games.
Right.
Two games.
Number one team in the country.
3,000 people are down here to witness that. And I got instantly jealous in the moment because I'm like, what do we have to do to get
You
this?
know how I know it was serious? So shout out to BD Global for hosting the event, right? Great people, great partners.
I like when you get on your company soapbox too.
Everything is great. But it was, so they built this, pretty much a stadium, like it's a half a stadium pretty much. They added probably like 500-600 seats this year alone. You know how I know when it was serious? When it's like they said, oh, we need handicap accessible seating. And they had to build ramps.
It's true.
Like, this is how much they love their basketball. Like,
No, I laugh because now it makes all the sense in the world now. Because anytime you see us putting that kind of attention on it, you know it's big things.
you know what the
going on.
dedication is to come in a wheelchair to another country?
Yeah.
So if you do, what's the easiest way to explain this, right? There is sports in America, like we always talk about
Rawson
it
Square.
being big business and not being big business here, right? Sports in America, you become culturally indoctrinated into that. So like, do not assume that all of these people that are there traveling for these schools, it's not like all of them went to Purdue, you know. They could probably just be in the community and this is their favorite team. This is something they grew up under. And I've seen it with people with Kentucky basketball. Like, these are things as a young child, this becomes a part of your culture. And so you end up loving that for life and you are passionate about it. You will travel, you will follow to watch them play. I don't know what we get up for like that. I've seen us have world relays. I've seen us have all of these big time
I would
college
say when
basketball
Usain
tournaments.
said he was coming down, that's the one time I saw the people rally. Not even a Bahamian.
But I was about to say, that ain't even for a Bahamian. That's for somebody who
I would
was
say when we had a basketball game at Baha Mar, we had a decent crowd.
few and far between. If we could point out if we could point it out once in every blue moon like that, then at some point we are failing at building that kind of culture because we don't have this. And my question to y'all is, what is missing? What is missing? Why we don't have the Bahamian populace get out and really support stuff like that?
Meanwhile, let's put it this way, right? They got to pay for plane ticket. They got to pay for hotel. They got to pay for game ticket. So let's just say each person at minimum is spending between $3,000 to get here just to watch 2 basketball games, right?
Yep.
Our problem is people will see, oh, tickets $25. Man, what's going on with that? That's so expensive. But then it's $25 for a South Side and you get 3 pieces of chicken. You know? Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, it's always going to be a price point thing where people want to blame prices instead of just supporting. I don't see them blaming prices when they go to the bar.
I think it's bigger than prices. And the reason why I brought it up, I made it a cultural phenomenon is because, okay, think of the way that we always think of European sports, for example, right? The soccer clubs that are a part of the community and like you grow up and that's your stuff and that's just what you are. The passion people see in that, unbridled. Like you don't see that anywhere else. I feel like we don't have that passion for anything.
Drunken is the only thing.
If there was, you mentioned the price point being a problem, and we said this before the pod. At the same time, there were political rallies going on. If you had to pay to go to them rallies, I feel like they would still be packed houses.
Yeah,
I don't think that would change the population at a rally one bit.
Yeah, I feel like if you said it's $25 to get into this rally, right, and you get nothing, they'll be like, yeah, but that's my party.
I'm just, and I understand, okay, there's no way you could possibly make an apples to apples comparison between UB basketball and Purdue basketball. I get that. No, I wasn't even trying to get off, but I'm just saying, like, that's the closest thing we have here.
Well,
but what kind of crowd do you get for any of that? Take it away from that. NPBA just started. What kind of crowd
What
does
type
Night
of
League
crowd do we
basketball
get for national games? Like,
what kind of crowd do we get for those?
we don't get it unless a big name is playing. See, here's the thing. Bahamians have this thing where it's like, they always say, man, we don't lotion no people. Yeah, lie. because when the big players come, y'all want lotion big time.
There's been time when the big names have been here and we still ain't packed Kendall Isaacs to capacity. Like, I remember the first game when Kai came back, it wasn't like it was packed to capacity. So we still don't do it. I don't know what it is. And we talked about this before when we were on Happy's podcast, and he mentioned that, well, we need to build an atmosphere around it. And I understand that to a certain extent, but I still feel like we just don't have it for these things.
No, he's absolutely right. I don't think, because y'all are so in the moment with a lot of this stuff and these tournaments and stuff are going on, and John, of course, with the Federation, and you with your time as a reporter, y'all don't understand how far removed you are as a general person in the public trying to keep up on this information. You're able to celebrate the NFL and the NBA because they are always on your television. If you want to watch and this is why I always pointed being bizarre. When the last time you had the men's national team, you had to play a game, there was no promotion. There was no communication.
Just
there was
wait
no
till you
appearance.
know that we have a game next week.
You see where I'm coming from? So that's the thing. So this
No,
thing is going to
but-
pop up as a surprise in a couple of days to people, and you look at it and be
I
like,
would tell you this,
Go
right?
ahead.
When it comes to the Federation standpoint, it's always difficult to promote something when you don't have the money.
Yeah.
And we know how important advertisements is. You know, you'd be like, hey, what's going on? Why did I see this on the WhatsApp status? Who knows why?
Shout out to Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook.
But no, the thing is like, you want to promote it. We promote it enough. But at the same time, if you promote it and it doesn't happen, it's worse than not promoting it.
Bro, I think these people know. I think these people know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get it, and maybe it could be out there more to reach the fringes. I think these people know. The way I understand paid advertisement and all that, and yes, it's very important. But the way things are moving organically right now with social media, people find out exactly what they want to find out.
Yeah, but
like, think about what WhatsApp drives in this country.
I get you now, but let me say it like
Should we
this.
have prayer messages about like
Yeah,
events
I was
coming
about-
up and just say
He's saying that sarcastically, but you should.
no? But I'm saying like let's pray
It is, though.
for the event of this time.
Not only the event, the players,
then
we
you
have
write-
our. Imagine somebody grabbing
Bible
on a prayer
scriptures. This is
message
great.
tomorrow. Our young men are playing the game of their life next week.
My dad is sending
This
me them
is a
every
lot
day.
of marketing free advice we given.
We can drop free jewels,
We gotta,
that's
we gotta,
fine.
no, but we gotta try it first.
So you think in our WhatsApp group that's going to be
No,
launching?
not ours.
Going to be launching soon. By the way, if y'all listening, we will tell you all how to join the accredited WhatsApp group. It's going to be filled with prayer messages and the memes with the flowers and all that.
No,
John
see-
is going to pray for you every morning.
No, I feel like it's different. We should have our radio WhatsApp group, but then we need mothers for 10YS.
I love that.
Will we get the mothers of the Bahamas?
It don't have to be 10 by perspective. Mothers for the game. Like every sport discipline, put a prayer group
You
together with all
have
the
to be
mothers.
55 years or older.
There you
than
go. There you go.
They can
And you
forward every
gotta
message.
you gotta come in one reference to be a pastor or a deacon.
Ooh,
Perfect age. Perfect age.
man.
Perfect age.
Retirement age, you got all day on WhatsApp.
That's all I said. Like you have to come with that reference letter so we can know the strength of your prayer. You need to be able to pray to the tune of bind us together. You have to.
Hallelujah.
I need us to circle back. What is going to get 4,000 Bahamians out there? Because I'm not gonna lie,
T-shirt.
I saw it, and it's crazy that you had the juxtaposition of the rally going on at the same time. And I'm not saying everybody has to be interested in sports. Lord knows we have limited bandwidth about the amount of things that are out there. But I just don't, I am always going to feel like I have FOMO because we just don't have it. We don't have it. It's not there. And I wish it was. I really wish it was, because I think it would change the entire sporting landscape if we did.
But here's the thing too. So, like you said, last night when Purdue played Memphis, right? It was something that you didn't feel like you were here, right? It's an experience like no other. Bahamians could buy tickets to these games, you know.
Yeah.
It's just they're not going. And from my understanding, there's a discount for Bahamians to buy tickets to the game. You've seen the number one team in the country play.
Forget that, John. And I mentioned this on the outro when we did the news on Thursday. VJ was down here with Baylor last year for Bahama Hoops. You see how much everybody loves VJ now? You see how he has become, the minute he became the biggest thing in the American media, you saw us start to pile on that, right? He was right here at Bahama Hoops, and it was not supported to this extent. You had somebody, and it's not like he just became this guy. You knew
If you listen to the platform, you would have known the trajectory.
any platform. You knew for at least 2 years that VJ was going to be a top 5
us
pick.
first.
Yeah, us first. But you knew he was going to be a top 5 pick for at least 2 years. So it wasn't anything new. That's why it was such a big deal to us. People knew that he was going to be playing here with Baylor. We still didn't come out in droves for that.
No.
Does VJ have to get into politics and then go on stage and does he have to do that kind of thing?
You gotta get an endorsement. You got to. If Braves say, "Hey, all PLPs we run with VJ," they'd have been there.
Game on, Bahamas. The all-new Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook is where sports fans turn picks into play. From football to basketball and everything in between, we've got the odds that move with the game. It's fast, it's fun, it's built for players who know their stuff. So grab your picks, lock in your parlay, and feel the win with Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. Some fans watch, real fans play. Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook turns every match, every shot, every score into your moment. The better you know the game, the better you play. Now with smarter features and a bigger experience, Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, built for players who live the game.
I couldn't imagine if VJ was a Laker.
Boy, oh Lord, oh boy. See what DeAndre ain't getting? About to get the keys to the city next week, and y'all don't even know it yet.
He's not going to get the keys to the city.
First of all, y'all was the biggest haters on DeAndre.
John, I explained this last week. This is how we progress.
Hold on, we're not going to go to the NBA yet. So to pivot from that, I wanted to go from we don't have the mindset where we're there yet to see these things as big business, and I wanted to pivot to someone who is, because I think it's probably the most noteworthy story of the week for me. The fact that Jonquel Jones signs on to Project B to become not just a player, not just an investor, but a part owner. And we've seen things change for women's basketball ever since the Brittany Griner incident, where more women in the W were saying, well, we don't want to spend the majority of our off seasons having to play in these different countries. We want to try as make as much money as we can at home, and quote unquote at home for them in America. But also we want to have more decision-making control. We want to have more equity, and they're getting opportunities to do that. You see what Nafisa Collier and her group did with Unrivaled, and then you also have Athletes Unlimited. And I was waiting to see the decision that JJ was going to make, and now she signs on with Project B, and Project B is different from all of them because they have something that these other leagues don't have.
Saudi money.
They have some big-time investment behind them. And that is a game changer, because Unrivaled is 3-on-3, played during the offseason and all that. Project B is legitimately traditional 5-on-5 basketball. It's going to be played in Europe, going to be played everywhere, really. Going to be played Europe, going to be played in the Americas, going to be played in Asia. So they are really attacking the globe, and I think it's going to have to force players to make an actual decision.
When you saw players not join Unrivaled, you knew there was something behind the scenes going on, because the amount of money they could have made playing 3-on-3 trumps what they're making in the WNBA, like from the jump. I want to see what they're going to try to do with Caitlin Clark, because
it's what she's going to try to do, not what they can try to do with her.
When I mean what they try to do you go to her and you say, here's $40 billion? Like,
it could be 40 billion.
like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when 12 million a year, like, well, what's the mid-level? Like, what's $20 million a year? What are you going to do?
The mid-level for what it's going to be is going to change, because, and all of this amid the backdrop of the CBA negotiations right now leaves things up in the air. But for me, when I saw the news, I just thought to myself, well, wow, JJ's a pioneer again. Like, she already has the most stacked resume of any Bahamian basketball player ever, probably any Bahamian athlete ever.
So,
go ahead.
I don't want to be negative about the situation, because I'm happy everyone is.
Whenever someone starts a sentence with "I don't want to do this," they absolutely do it in the very next sentence. Go ahead.
Of course, you guys know this. I'm a big fan of wrestling. I'm a big fan of WWE.
Wrestling, yes.
Yes.
But I'm so glad the misogynist dude can't send no text, because we pre-recording this. I know he's blowing up that phone right now, saying the most vile, ridiculous stuff about women that people should never hear.
For me, this is always my concern when Saudi money starts to get involved.
Oh, sports washing. Yeah. Well, let's go there.
Right, and I'm happy that they're getting paid. I'm happy there's now another option for female players across the WNBA. But my concern is, what does it do to the actual product on the court? You have a situation now in wrestling where they pull out like multiple shows a year, pay-per-view shows. They're not the best shows, they're not the best produced shows, but you clearly see they're doing it because we have a contract to fulfill. So it's like you have people going on. We talked about the Tom Brady flag football thing earlier this year, where he got an astronomical deal just to throw the ball for a couple of hours. Like,
not even.
You see what I'm saying? And it's not so much so that it's actually impacting the growth or the development of the game. It almost looks like a money grab. And I'm not saying that this is what it's going to be for JJ. But what I'm saying is, it makes me concerned that that's all this league is going to be.
Well, it will depend on the quality of what they get, because like you, so it's going to be, I think it's a 7-week tournament kind of format, but they are getting paid so much money. Like, that's why I say,
you remember Live Golf?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is what sports washing is, right? So if you have, I mean, y'all can Google it and look it up if you're listening. If you basically, if a government has ill will about whatever they do politically, what is the best way to kind of get people to rally behind you, right? Everyone loves cheering for sports. So you pump an entire, they have an entire investment fund that they use specifically for
these
this.
things.
Yeah.
Specifically for these things.
You talk about live golf, right? And it's kind of hard to compete with something that is so like stable and is just the norm. So it's like, if a league try to compete with the NBA, they're not going to. Like, there's a machine already built. The WNBA is in turmoil.
And
Like
that's the issue.
That's the problem. Like, all these players, and this is why I find it funny. All these players who are complaining about the WNBA pay and all that, and I get it, they should get paid. I'm not saying they shouldn't. They're creating their own things, but they're still negotiating with the WNBA.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is just a money grab to say, hey, see, these people out here could pay arm and a leg to get us to play basketball. Y'all should do the same. But I don't feel like Saudi is the route you should go, because yes, they're going to give you, and I almost cursed just now, they're going to give you a bunch of money to do what you do. But is it going to be a quality league on par with what we now see the WNBA
I disagree
becoming?
with what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Because the WNBA isn't like the NBA, where the NBA pretty much, it's going to sound bad, owns the players all year round when they're on an NBA contract. It's like they cannot play in.
They're not playing in any other leagues.
They could. I think they're allowed to play like a couple exhibition, like charity games, and they're allowed to play FIBA basketball. Where the WNBA doesn't have that clause in it, where the women go off and play. But it's something where, what's stopping all those players saying, "Hey, if we're going to get paid more money and treated better with the Saudi league or the Project B."
But now I'll explain what's stopping them. Everybody now is doing their own thing. So the one thing the WNBA had going for it, it started to become the greatest collection of female basketball players. Now you have a situation with all of these smaller leagues starting up where, yeah, if you watch the Saudi league with JJ, that's just a handful of players. You're not going to get the best product.
But you don't know if you're going to get a handful.
But
what
that's
happens
the
if
thing.
the majority of them go? Because here's what I'm looking at. You look at soccer. Soccer's an example of it. Premier League, Serie A, La Liga. These are some of the top leagues in the world.
Right.
And you have multiple leagues doing it at the same exact time. My thing is, what is it that the people with Unrivaled are saying, hey, Project B, let's make sure our schedules don't
But
conflict.
they're not saying that now.
But no, we don't know that. We publicly, we don't know.
Okay.
But Unrivaled plays during the time that WNBA doesn't play. Project B
This
is going to be
different.
doing the same thing. But I could see Project B then saying,
Expansion.
why don't we just play during this time of year, like when they play, and then you have the direct competition.
They could absolutely make the pivot to going head to head. And we brought up Live Golf. That's kind of what it became, right? You had for a while, until it became overpowering, players had to make the decision: were you going to be a PGA guy, or were you going to be a Live Golf guy?
That's gonna be the live because they may.
no, and
We could see the same thing coming here.
But see, that was the decision
to your
made.
point, it'll have to be enough of them to really make the product better. Because now you're absolutely right. You're going to be caught between this Venn diagram where you have product on one side, pay on the other side, and who is going to be in the middle of that?
And I always bring up the Live thing because that was such a big deal for me, because when Live came about and you saw the amount of money that was being paid, I was like, bro, that's crazy. But it never devalued what it was to be a PGA champion or to win the
Because it was
US
new.
Open.
It's never gonna have the same
And
tradition.
this is what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. But over time, you saw those guys come back to the table and be like, yeah, the money good on that side, but the prestige, the history, the thing that I actually play the sport for is over here.
But Cardo, live one. Live one.
To a degree.
Because what had to happen in the end?
The money went up. The money went up.
No, what happened? The PGA had to say
They had to acquiesce.
Yeah.
a lot of these golfers that go in there, our Grand Slams aren't the same.
So how do what? The same thing could happen here. The W
And that's
may
what I
have
want
to
to happen.
acquiesce.
major.
But I want these, and again, no disrespect to the WNBA players. I want them to understand the opportunity in front of them and say, hey, let's not negotiate against ourselves. Let's negotiate against the league. Let's use this process to help the league grow. Hey, instead of us going on here and doing this in one little corner and y'all going over there doing this in one little corner, how about we all come together as collective to say, hey,
This isn't the first time two leagues have been with the NFL and AFL type
and
thing.
we saw what happened.
We saw what happened. It ended up merging. So how do we know that at the end of the
But
day?
you never had a situation.
But I feel like this is going to turn into a acquisition thing where both parties are going to have to come up with something, and an acquisition might happen. And yeah, they might keep the W name, but then they're going to have all this money.
Because you can absolutely use what's coming with this as leverage.
Yes.
And that's what I think is going to happen. And for JJ specifically, you got to remember, she was on the front lines of the whole Brittany Griner thing. She played for Ekaterinburg, the club in Russia that Brittany Griner played for. And she was very vocal about that. Bro, I ain't doing that again.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to even take that chance. And there were a lot of players vocal about that. So think about it from their perspective. We got to find our way to the bag so we don't place ourselves in certain positions.
I want
anymore.
all of that to happen, but at the same time, I want us to remember there are quality leagues that we should work every day to help and grow. And I'm not on the side of the league. I'm just saying at the same time, we have to find a way to get the money in other spaces and bring it to these leagues. Whether you negotiate with new ownerships in a lot of these situations, or whether you find a way to expand the league to the point that you have more players coming in. Let's find a way to build up the WNBA instead of trying to, just shift the game in all these different directions when there's no need. John mentioned it with the NFL back in the day with the AFL, and it was the AFL NFL merger. Am I saying it right? It's the AFL?
Yeah, AFL,
Yeah.
NFL. Joe
And
Namath
then-
and them boys.
Right. And then we saw back in the day with the NBA and the ABA. We
Dr. J and them boys.
We see in situations like that where you see the bigger league kind of slowly but surely take over the smaller leagues and eat it up. This is the first. We saw it first time with Liv, where the smaller league was technically the richer league, and slowly but surely had that played out. I just want that to be the same situation for the WNBA. I don't want to have to see JJ stuck in some small country and I only get to see her once or twice. Then the WNBA market kind of provides that.
We had to search so hard for them China highlights.
But I also feel like with this, it opens it up more because remember they're looking at playing worldwide. Like it's going to change, and
That's the difference.
TV is going to be such a big deal on that, and it might be something where look, the WNBA is locked in with ESPN rights and all that. We know that social media and YouTube and like streaming platforms are the biggest things.
Anytime they have a wrestling show in Saudi Arabia, I have to wake up at 4 a.m., bro.
Yeah, no, but not
4 a.m.
I'm just saying the
Riyadh
money.
season is wild. I get that. Riyadh season is wild. Like you had the comics saying the same exact thing. You had comedians because a part of Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia, they have like a comic run, they have like a poet run, they have all kind of things associated with it.
They're spending on a lot. And if you are listening and you have access to
Tell me the last time you see a Cristiano Ronaldo highlight.
Like yesterday.
In which game?
yeah, you gotta ask John. I've
Which
never
game? It
seen
was some
one.
Portugal thing he do.
Say it again. A Portugal. When was the last time you saw him play actually for his club?
Maybe like 3 weeks ago. He had like 3 or 4 goals one game or something.
He
like that.
does that almost every year in Saudi Arabia, but you barely hear about it. You barely see the highlight. You have to go and physically look
good,
for
though.
it. Very good. And that's one of the greatest soccer players that we have going right now that we barely get to see. That's all I'm saying.
The money though.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, if they may be interested in sponsoring the Accredited powered by 10th year seniors.
you got the
Project
Saudi.
Green for life.
I mean, I might be about a
John
rehab.
Crow, let us know.
We gotta go though.
Not for they people that I've everywhere.
Pay the flyers first class if we're going to Saudi.
Factual. He is not lying. But we got to be there for a period
Lie
of time.
down.
Though.
You can fall asleep on a regular seat in the plane. Imagine they give you a lie down option.
Guys, we are journalists. And Anyway. Let's
You
move
see
on.
what I'm about to say in the White House.
Let's
we got
move
no
on.
evidence, bro. No
Let's
evidence.
move on. Let's move on to the
Sorry
NBA.
if you out there call us.
Let's move on
Call
to the
us.
NBA. There's a lot of things that we need to talk about. My lead for the NBA, and we're gonna have to move quickly on this, but Big Yatika's back in the lineup. This is a completely different Laker team. And listen, we will start every Lakers segment with the DeAndre Ayton apology tour. And to everybody that was a non-believer, and to everybody that did everything from question nationality to question effort to question all of that, you out there listening to this,
As you point to a camera that's
as I
not
point
on.
to the camera that's not on, but you listening to this, as you sit in your cars or wherever you're listening, say to yourself, you know what? I apologize, DeAndre Ayton. I wasn't familiar with your game. Let's give them a second to say.
People take preseason too seriously.
I did.
They take lineups that you're not going to be playing with in the year too seriously.
All I wanted him to do them first rebound. Like, now I always go back to that. Cause that's all I wanted. I ain't got no beef with DA. God sent so far this season.
But guys, how did you not have the foresight to say things are going to be completely different when he is playing with two people that make the game tremendously easy?
Tree.
Well, okay, we didn't know Austin Reeves was going to turn into a Hall of Famer
Come on
this
now.
season. We didn't know he was going to turn into a Hall of Famer right away.
He was
We
a
thought it
Hall of
was
Famer from day one.
We thought it was going to be further on down the line. I didn't know he was going to become the greatest undrafted player in NBA history this month. But I knew he was going to be playing with Luka. I knew he was going to be playing with Big Yatika. And when Big Yatika came back, because everybody was like, oh, how is LeBron going to fit? How is he going to be able? His ego is too big. He's not going to be able to work his way into this
41
lineup.
years
Do y'all
old.
know this man is one of the greatest basketball minds we've ever witnessed play this game? Whether you think he's better than Jordan or not, who cares? In terms of knowing how to play and to fit into any system, one of the greatest minds we've ever seen. He is going to have no problem doing this.
No, before his game against Utah the other day, I got into the dumbest
How is it
argument
on
about
national TV?
Not only that, this is the biggest, dumbest argument I've ever had in my life. I was like, you remember any of LeBron, like high school teammates? He had those guys on magazine covers.
Yeah.
Of how good
Shout
he
out
knows
to
how
LeBron.
You know, they have movies.
This is what
Multiple.
this is what I'm trying to say. So I was like, you putting him in a lineup with Luka Doncic,
Romeo Travis, I remember one.
Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rio Archimara, DeAndre Ayton, and you don't think he'll be able to pass the ball and set people?
He had 12 assists the first game.
Was making it look super. I was like, what do you expect? He is LeBron James. He was Magic Johnson comparison before we ever thought
I feel
about
like,
Jordan.
you know,
He's so happy to not have to shoot all the time. I don't
Imagine-
think people know this.
imagine if you thought Aiden didn't have a motor. That would have been crazy.
He had to do something in the hair though.
What do you do?
I mean, you gotta let people be. You gotta let people be themselves.
Shout out to DeAndre
Yeah,
Ayton's
do-
interviews
listen,
too.
y'all-
Y'all ever
if
play
they-
like 2K for multiple seasons and the
Yes.
players just come back like
Yes.
just all, that's how do you
Carter, if it works, it works. Just let it go. The ever-evolving 76ers lineup, because now Paul George is back, and I have a working theory on this. Hold on.
Okay.
I feel like Paul George saw what was cooking up, and he was like, I gotta go harder with my rehab. I think VJ and Tyrese Maxey made Paul George work harder in coming back. I have no evidence to this. This is absolute reckless speculation, but last night, that man looked like the Paul George of old. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. But
You got plenty of energy. You can play ball in how long?
we still don't know what this team is going to look like long term because Embiid is in and out, and now you got to work Paul George into the mix. I don't know. What do we think about this?
I think it's too much talent and too little basketball.
All I gotta say, I gotta apologize for the podcasting space because I've been on this whole tip that LeBron was doing too much podcasting, and clearly Paul George was doing the most. It's good for basketball, apparently.
You see Draymond?
Why do people think this affects how they do their job?
I don't know. I would say I thought it affected. I just thought like
No, you say that in jest, but there legitimately are people that say stuff like that, like they podcast. Or
Do you
they
know how much
too things.
downtime an NBA player has during the season?
a lot apparently.
Well, Jordan said it in the one interview that NBC is going to be playing apparently for the entire season. With every broadcast, they could just play 2 minutes of this interview. This one interview with Mike Tirico could last 82 games or whatever. But anyway, he said when he was talking about load, I meant to say load shedding. You don't work for BPL. He talking
Shout out
about
BPL. We do like sponsors though.
Yeah, we do. He was talking about load management, and he said, well, what do you do with the other 21 hours of your day? You get paid to play basketball for those 3 hours. What do you do with the rest of the time? Which I thought was rich coming from Michael Jordan, who notoriously had anyway.
No, we
Likes
can
to
talk
golf.
about that. We
He
can
like-
talk about that.
Plenty golf.
His off the court life is a thing of legend.
Thank God
But-
he ain't at social media.
Thank God. But yeah, so within those 21 hours, you mean to tell me you can't get in front of a microphone and actually talk about basketball, the thing that you do? I think it actually helps because it shows that these players have an interest in the game beyond just what they do in their time on the floor. So Draymond talking about these things, not to mention the fact that, yeah, they also setting themselves up for a revenue stream when the ball start bouncing. How many of them try to get into the media space after the fact? Well, podcasting is practice for that. Is a reason that we better at this media thing than other people who don't do it.
The media thing, and this is what people, and this ain't gonna be us, I can promise you. But a lot of these media people use their platform to get into politics. They're using their platform
gotta
to
call
We
get
it.
might,
into
we
media.
might. Info at 10YS. There, listen, when we had callers, there were people that wanted us to run for office.
I understand that, but
We would be terrible.
10YS
be in there.
coalition.
I mean, not terrible. It's,
Me, I'd be terrible.
Now I feel like
I ain't going to no meetings.
You barely go to meetings now.
Oh, you did they get to meet? That's a social, bro.
I assume they go into meetings.
That's a social.
They have to go to
Yeah,
meetings.
boys around the table. Somebody probably in there watching the game right now.
You know what me and John production meetings is be like when we do
Right now.
this?
Right now. This is a production meeting.
They are 3 minutes before we press the button to record and we say, what we got? All right, cool.
No, I say what we got because now writes it. And then I open the document for the first time saying, cool.
That's how we work. That is how we would work in government.
And it's,
more
it's
happening.
efficient.
Like you said it like it's more happening, bro. Bro,
That's all what's happening now.
bro. Like they said now. You think it's a big discussion on how many roads getting paid?
I assume so. This is how we sell it to the people.
No. Who people? These people know better, bro. We still wait for the hospital plan. You think they there some meetings like, hey, let's figure it out? No, put something together, man. Who ministry weekend? That's all it is.
That sounds like a very easy job. You know what else is easy?
You know the headline in the day's newspaper was the prime minister saying a lot of people has called me daddy.
I gotta talk about that when we get to this segment. But wow, you ruined the segue. That sounds like an easy job. You know what else is easy? The Bud Light easy takes of the week.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
I'm leaving that in there. Welcome back to welcome back to the Accredited. This segment, you know how the Bud Light easy takes of the week go. In this segment, we know Bud Light is easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So we like to have a segment where we give you some easy takes for you to enjoy, some that you can agree with. I mean, it sounds like if other people are getting calls, it sounds like the takes aren't as easy.
No, this is probably the thing that got them upset. These ladies boys having too much fun doing a job.
Oh, the moment we stop having fun with it, we done with it. So if that's what you're looking forward to, then I mean,
They
you
want
can
to
be upset for a long time.
you got to be buttoned up and you got to present the stats. These they like stats.
Let me tell you something, Carter.
They need to know how much rebounds your boy get last night. They need to know.
Let me tell
DJ got 10.
We give stats to
John got you. See, here's the thing. And
Don't test me, bro.
I'm gonna give you the secret sauce to what we do. Yes, there are hijinks. Yes, we have fun, but we also have legitimate things going on. That's how we pull you into the tent with the fun, but then we actually have real issues that we talk about. Because listen, the ESPN 3030 commercial just started airing earlier this week about Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott was the person that taught me that you do not have to be starch, button up, and corny to do this job. Yeah. I didn't follow, no disrespect to anyone here. I never wanted to be like anyone here. I wanted to be like that dude. So when we stop having fun with this, we're not going to be doing it anymore. So if this
That means if we win the lottery, we done.
No, I feel like there's still a creative way to do it. NBA players, multimillionaires, they do this.
Bro, our style, our brand, yes, it may not be for everybody. That's fine. And if
For
it's
everybody, man.
the sensibilities that we have is not for everybody, and that's cool because I'm not trying to be for everybody.
No, Everybody.
Fine, you're a marketing person. That's what you have to say. I'm not gonna say.
I just say is a reason Coca-Cola is a company that owns multiple brands. They for everybody.
It's a reason Bud Light. It's a reason Bud Light is enjoyed by everybody of legal drinking age. So the Bud Light easy takes of the week. I am going to start with the first one. Easy take of the week. One day in the future, maybe the near future, maybe the very distant future, 10YS ends up in the National Sports Hall of Fame.
We know we ain't making nothing here.
I disagree.
We have a better shot of making the Hall of Fame for the NBA Writers Association than making anything Bahamas.
We could do both. I thought about this after we discussed this.
We going in the Hall of Fame.
We kind of changed the game. We did.
I know we changed the game. Shoot.
Y'all doing news now.
Yeah.
If you imagine
we doing like the people real news.
Yeah, imagine 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you tell people, no, wait, they can do news.
And we end with jokes every time.
They lucky.
Like the whole outro, we don't even, like how people just normally say, and that's it for me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We say stuff that have nothing to do with the news or what we're doing. And we get away with it every day.
Like, Andre ain't on this, but Andrew have one of the best shows on radio every single day.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a amalgamation of talent? It's probably the most talented.
I just got the second best radio show because we got the best. I mean, we got to be the best, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But Carter was just alluding to the point that, hey,
he's solid.
The brand is strong.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's my point. We could be Hall of Famers.
And not only from that standpoint, from the standpoint of we have kind of shifted the mold in how sports is thought about. Like the process John played in the whole VJ thing is just a drop in the bucket of the history.
That stuff people don't even know.
Exactly.
Though.
And that's just a drop in the bucket of history that this brand has done for local sports.
When people actually look back at the resume, you'll see that it's unmatched. And that's why I say it's an easy take. We Hall of Famers.
My Bud Light easy take is whoever the catcher is for QC, y'all gotta get that man on a poster. He should be on a billboard somewhere with that line, the machine off the track.
So Blake Cartwright's the name of the kid, the name of the QC catcher. And he had a clip that went viral talking about Sack. And we talked a whole lot last week about how the renewed rivalry between these two spilled over from track and field into baseball now. And it's going to be like that for every sport. And Blake's clip went viral because he was talking about Sack, right? And so you had the anti-Sack people and the pro-Sack people all making this a wedge issue. And it was great. The funniest part about that to me was Kaizen's take on the whole thing. And he was like, we never get this much people ain't even coming out to watch us play. And we literally the best. I was like, yeah, but the high school thing is different. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It pulls a different level of emotions out in people. So they ain't as concerned about y'all who going to play pro baseball. They into this QC sock thing.
Yeah, but I just want to take the time to congratulate QC. I think it's 2 straight now.
Yeah, high school baseball has only been around for 2 years. So they're literally the only senior boys champions. And St. Anne's are the only junior boys champions.
But technically speaking,
yes,
we know it's a transition from what used to be.
From softball. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for them to move into this and now take 2 straight, that's a big deal. Shout out to QC.
Is that much of a transition?
And to get the viral clip, then yeah. Bud Light easy take of the week number 3. The NBA MVP won't be an American for the next 10 years.
Yeah, VJ go win. Coming starting next year.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. I think Cooper Fly.
Oh no.
Oh wow. That's where you go?
I'm not saying that VJ won't get an MVP.
I ain't even talking about VJ.
Luka. I'm not saying Jokic probably won't get another one. Giannis could probably pop back up.
You do realize
Shea Gilgeous Alexander. I'm not saying that all. I'm just saying in the next 10 years, I think Cooper gets to a level where he could be in the conversation for 1 or 2 of them.
I ain't talking about no conversation. I talking about you got to win it. If they didn't give Embiid a passport, you know how far back they would have been by now? Steph.
Which year?
It's been a while, but think of who all of the last few MVPs were. You had Giannis. multiple times.
Hold on.
You had Giannis. You had Jokic multiple times. Then you had
I've not
Embiid.
paid attention to
Then-
MVP race
then
since
you had
Jokic became a deal. So I can't tell you.
Why?
Because he just clearly
been like
the
8
MVP
years
every
that-
year.
Oh.
So what? The award doesn't matter. It's all about we just tired of giving it to one person. So he's clearly the MVP.
You could say that about the Embiid year, but I think SGA deserved it last year. SGA deserved it last year. They ended up they were the best team and they ended up winning the title.
I mean, Maxey putting up a case right now with the numbers he
Yeah,
putting
he
up.
absolutely is, but I don't think he could win that in the end because I don't think Philly's
You
going to
really
be good
don't think
enough for him.
Jokic was the MVP last year?
There's always a conversation between 1 and 2 and sometimes even
Nah, but
3.
I
But
asked
I'm saying, no, I could definitely see why SGA won MVP.
Over Jokic.
Where Jokic going to school?
Serbia.
Where SGA going to school?
Who's a team that can't even beat Michigan State.
So what you expect me to say?
Jokic?
Where SGA going to school? I'll do this again.
Okay. Yeah,
So what you expect me to say? I'm about to sit here and be subjective. Objective. This ain't the program for that. Of course, I'm gonna say the Kentucky player should win MVP, but that don't mean he didn't deserve it. And he's leading the ballot this year.
Which I have a huge issue with. But anyway,
How?
to answer your
They've
point.
lost once.
To answer
Did
your
they lose
point.
once?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Exactly.
They have like.
I
anyway.
don't care what they
bro.
have. They lose
And their
once.
second best player ain't even playing right now.
He knows the problem because in every interview you want to remind people, I still on the tier.
Exactly.
I still on the tier.
And by
I
the
just
way,
feel like this OKC. Anyway,
they also get the Clippers pick, so they could add.
just upset me
They
to another
could
level.
add Cameron Boozer, by the way, just to let y'all know.
They had a random draft pick just all of a sudden say, yeah, boy.
It ain't random. It ain't random. Sometimes you gamble and you win. They probably make that trade with Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook because it was the best gamble ever.
All I'm saying is, as good as Paul George played last night, I can't ever get over it. Paul George is the reason OKC is probably going to win 4 straight titles.
It's possible.
Imagine
And
all.
you mean to tell me this man shouldn't be MVP?
Everything cool, but shout out Alex Caruso, the best thing in OKC.
All I'm saying is think about it. We haven't even started with Wemby yet. We haven't started with Wemby yet. Now, granted, the last draft pick out of France, Zachary Richechet, I never pronounced his name properly, never going to be an MVP. It's probably going to be looked at as one of the worst drafts ever. Terrible. But I'm just saying, in what is coming out of the international market, and now more of them are going to major colleges now. They seeping into that system.
NIL, boy.
So I'm saying there's a very legit opportunity the next 10 years, international players just may run the road. They've been doing it so far. Bud Light Easy Take of the Week.
Cooper Flag, you're the only hope.
All right, he's not the only hope. Get out of here with that. Bud Light Easy Take of the Week, I can't remember which number this
4.
is. Buffalo windows closed.
But we've been saying that for the
Title-
longest.
Bud
These are
Light.
supposed to be easy.
Hold up, Bud Light. Forgive him, because that's not even an easy take at this point.
Why?
We've been on that. We've been saying that. John said it for
That's why
like.
it's easy now.
So it's easy.
It's easy for him. Refreshing too.
So you had to get over some things to get there.
I mean, I believe in a quarterback that is the MVP, but I mean,
Everything cool.
well, he shouldn't have been there.
But go ahead.
But
Go
whatever.
ahead. Speak. Talk.
All right, fine. Let's move on to the next one.
Easy take of the week. St. John's Giants are going to be the next basketball dynasty.
What do you mean?
Or the greatest basketball dynasty.
What do you mean next?
I mean greatest.
Okay, thank you. Because if we look, this is my problem.
Because junior and senior.
We have to look at this in totality. The St. John's Giants won 3 out of 4 divisions last year. Unheard of. See, when we were sitting here talking about basketball last week, we was mainly talking about senior boys. You might have trickled in some junior boys here and there. No. The Giants won 3 out of 4.
Oh God.
What's more
That, my
impressive?
friend, is what that 3 out of 4 is more impressive.
No.
Because that is a basketball powerhouse.
You didn't even know what I was comparing it to.
I know, but I just go ahead.
What is more impressive? Winning 3 out of the 4 divisions in one sport or the track and field?
3 out of 4 in one sport. 3 out of 4 in one sport. Definitely more impressive because for
More
as
variables?
much people, no variables. Because for as much people that do track and field, that's still one team. 3 out of 4 in one sport. That shows a commitment to your entire program. St. John's Giants, possibly the greatest basketball dynasty this country has ever seen. And they started off this season already BTA. I'm just saying,
Do you have to explain what that means?
the young kids get it.
Okay. Cool.
Bud Light Easy Take of the Week. So we saw what happened with our women's national team program. We saw LaShawn Higgs and Valerie Nesbitt lead them to third place at the CBC, but we have so much more talent in the pipeline. We got so many D1 players, and we have Jonquel still on the men. Bring her back into the fold. Bud Light Easy Take of the Week. We get Jonquel back. The women's national team program is a problem.
You want it to be easier?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get Destiny Walker too, and boom. Top 5 team in the region.
That's the easy take of the week. The Bahamas can be a top 5 team in the region with our women's basketball
I've
program.
always felt like we missed the opportunity with it. Whereas if we had taken this seriously in 2019,
when they won CBC.
yeah, when they won CBC, we would have had a better chance of making the Olympics than the men's team. And think of this, we were 1 quarter away with the men's team.
Are we good on Bud Light Easy Takes of the Week? Oh, I got to go to my favorite. Junkin was saved.
It's never going to be fully saved.
It is saved.
It's
It
not
is
gonna be
saved.
fully
I
saved.
saw it. I saw World Famous won the thing. It's
Please
what?
enlighten me, because I don't read any. When I see
World
Junkanoo,
Famous won a thing.
What was the
Supreme
thing,
Court?
Huh?
What was the thing?
Was it the Supreme
It
Court?
was like something about the name or whatever. They win. Whatever the beef was,
They
they
did
win.
not win.
Yes, they
the
won.
court just ruled that the lower court kind of didn't need to take that route.
so,
Alright, so
the
they win.
Supreme Court told the lower court they was wrong.
well, not the lower court. Like, let me rephrase that. We got the.
I don't know these courts. I just know
we got to
Supreme
fix
Court.
this up. So basically, it was just a ruling that the way it was handled at the what's the place, Registrar General, that it was incomplete. So
Just going to the Privy Council?
unlikely, Junkanoo people got money.
What?
This not gonna just end right here.
Of course not.
Yeah. So
So
But-
the easy take is this is going to continue for the next 3 years.
yeah, definitely.
All right.
We're gonna have World Famous, and we're gonna have the way forward.
Bud Light Easy Take of the Week number, whatever we on. And I say this after just watching one rally, and you might have had this take even before. Sabas might have the shortest seat in this election.
Wait, of course. Of course.
How
How much road he fix?
Bruh.
Even didn't get to the roads yet. That's
I,
the
That's
funny
the
part.
I'm just
thing.
saying this based off the rally.
Just wait till he fix the road.
I was like, oh, this is over.
Yeah, yeah. For me, pull up to the fire without even trying to assess nothing and say, we got this. It's
Yeah,
straight.
I thought,
The thing is, he
That's
can
it.
say anything and everyone can believe him.
Yeah. Dude pulled up within 2 hours of the fire. I was like, that's straight, boy. I'd never see a candidate, a member of parliament, any political figure just pull up and not look unsure. So Bas pulled up, look at the wife, and was like, yeah, a little while, bro. A little while. We can be back.
I want to go to the final Bud Light Easy Take of the Week. Probably not a good idea to say people call you daddy, no matter what your job is in any walk of life. I'm just not going to do that. There's only one person that does that.
And this is how I know, as a group and as a party, we'd be good at politics. Because I guarantee you, the second you was going to say that, you probably reach like 2 way into that sentence. Somebody in the group would have been like, pause.
Pause.
Because there's no way in the world you should have get that off.
You cannot be able to get those takes off. And this is why you can't have yes men around you. And this is why you got to have legitimate people running your comms. Because somebody at that point got to be like, nah, bro, that ain't the look we want you
That
to
wouldn't
have.
even leave the room. Y'all had to go. You think it's a Gestapo, bro. You got to delete that, boy. My
Yeah.
boy, he say that. He
Yeah,
didn't say that.
everybody was gonna have to delete that. I'm sorry, nobody was gonna be able to leave. Where they was at like a room, they was at some conference or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know, wherever they caught him walking. Ain't nobody leaving with that on camera. Everybody give me all of your phones, give me all your recording devices. That one ain't getting off.
I
I'm
ain't gonna
sorry.
lie. Politics is the funniest thing in this country.
It really is.
It's the best.
Because
It
you
really
don't
is.
see these people all year round until 6 months before. Like, the by-election is causing this to start early.
Monday about to be so. We gotta find a way where we could go out and cover that and somehow turn that into
I
sports.
told the white, this is probably the greatest thing we have going right now. Next to Bahama hoops and everything else, what's gonna happen on Monday? We could talk about it for a minute. It's
Can't
gonna be
wait till
legendary.
next week's show. You know what else is legendary? You have an opportunity through Bud Light to go and watch the Dolphins play, and you get to watch them play against the Cincinnati Bengals. So you get to watch them play a winnable game. And according to John, they have a lot of winnable games left on the schedule.
They do
right?
have a lot of winnable games. No one believes me.
Bud Light has
No
your,
one believe me when I say
No, when
Buffalo.
it comes to the Dolphins, I trust
He's
John
right.
completely.
Bud Light has your ticket to the big game. Buy 2 6-packs today and enter to win a trip to see the Dolphins play live. Purchase yours today at Jimmy's Wines and Spirits or any participating vendors. And we do know that in addition to that, so that's your way to go see the Dolphins play live, right? But at the same time, if you just want to try hang out, you just want to kick it with the Bud Light girls, that's always an opportunity. You can always do that. Like, that's very important, right? And if you want to catch up with the Bud Light girls Sunday, you want to watch the big game, they will be at Green Parrot, East Bay Street. They will be at the Bay. They will be at Kiffers on Balfour Avenue. They will be at Plantation. And all of these, by the way, a reminder, all of them have Bud Light 6 for $25 specials for the fans.
So I just want to say, as soon as I get the list from Cortez, I pick one of the spots and say, let me go check it out to see what this would look like on a Sunday. Not had a chance to go on a Sunday, but I was at Green Pirates earlier this week. They got good conch bites. So if you want to get that, lay it out. They got a really good ahi tuna. So if you want that, you get that. They got all the options there. So just check them out. The Bud Light girls can always make it better too. So Sunday, good spot. What about Thursday night now?
Thursday night, because you can catch up with the Bud Light girls on Thursday Night Football or Sunday when you're watching. So multiple opportunities. They will be, again, at Plantation. They will be at Green Parrot. They will be at Antique Floating Bar. They will be at the Bay. All of those have 6 for $25 specials. And they will also be at Winkies, who has 6 for $22. I don't know what kind of different deal Winkies got, but you could get it for $3 cheaper there. I might want to head to Carmichael.
I need Cortez to understand. Don't put much pressure on Winkies. That's for the people. Just keep that. Keep that. You don't need to put that in the ad. Keep that separate.
Look, I'm looking up something right now. It just pop up on my feed. St. Andrews is having a virtual auction for these Dolphin tickets for the game as well with the Bengals. Starting bid $800. Go buy yourself a 6-pack.
Look at the value that you're getting with Bud Light.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
This Christmas, Everybody Wins Live is giving you a chance to win a gift of a lifetime. A brand new fully deeded home. From November 21st to December 26th, every time you play $10 or more, you're one step closer to the keys to your future home. More play means more entries and more chances to win big. Play in-store or online today. This holiday, go beyond winning. Go home for the holidays only with Everybody Wins Live. Remember to game responsibly.
Welcome back to the Accredited, powered by 10th year seniors here on Guardian Radio 96.9, your extended edition of the Accredited.
See that?
You think people used it by now?
Oh, yeah, but
All right,
I just
go
need to say OPM. That's how you self-regulate. You don't just go there saying all these random things.
What they were saying?
We ain't say bigger. We ain't say longer. What we say? Extended. See that? Gotta be careful of here, man.
Still gotta pause that.
I pause, but see, Menace out there, Menace on TikTok, he ain't doing too much.
What is this thing with Minutes on TikTok building a pickleball court? Like, what? This is the dumbest thing ever. Like, I love when Cardo sends the dumbest things, and it's like, this what we worried about? I keep things burning down, and we worry about building the pickleball court?
I can't get the Twister song out of my head.
Overnight Celebrity?
No, y'all know the one that I'm talking about, where it starts calling you daddy. Daddy.
So, I mean,
you'd be my dad.
If I was a betting man,
go ahead,
especially with Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, Minutes ain't going to see.
I forgot to do the actual entire intro because Carter derailed me. Oh, this extended version of the Accredited Hour 2 brought to you by Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, where we will talk all things sports betting. We will prepare you for the week ahead in the NFL, in the NBA, anything else you need to know. I'm Ronaldo, and the Twister song, man, I just could be listening to it and laughing for. I wish we could play it coming out of the intro.
You could.
I forget we edit the thing ourselves. I'm absolutely going to do that.
No,
You
we're
know
gonna
what?
get
I
flagged.
may insert it right here. Oh, it's gonna get flagged.
It's
Thank
not.
you,
It's
John.
not. You can do it. You can do it. Trust me.
No, trust me.
Trust him. Who am I trusting?
Oh no! If we social
Yeah.
media, he's right. He's right. He's right.
There you
I
go.
meant for the radio version, and yeah.
We don't got them pockets long like everybody wins live sportsbook. They could just
Well,
go up.
if the parlay hits, we'll be able to do it.
Definitely.
Go intros, guy.
Well, I'm John Markin, but I'm tired.
What?
Let me tell y'all something about John. The extended version of the Accredited, John can be locked into you for that first hour.
Oh, I love. Yeah,
He can give you everything you got in that
It
first
depends
hour.
on the topic. If you hit a good topic in the second hour, you got it. I'm Ricardo, and all I gotta say is, I feel like Menace is the Batman favorite right now. But if you put Menace,
This is his topic.
Yeah, if you put Menace in a daddy,
With
I've
who?
made the point in all my media groups. If we elected our PM separate and apart from our MPs, Menace would have been a clear runaway favorite.
Okay.
Just on TikTok alone.
Hold on. Let's keep it sports related because ostensibly we're a sports show. So if we're talking MVP, let's say, I mean, Brave got to be Jokic, right?
No.
Okay, Sabas is Jokic? He ain't never win MVP
No.
before.
Sebastian Cooper flag according to
Yeah.
Ricardo.
He's
Future.
Cooper Flag.
He had it in the future.
Menace won how many times? Once.
Yeah.
He's a one-time. He's Embiid.
Well, then what would Brave? Because he only won once too.
Yeah, that was a strong one though.
He might be Giannis after this one.
I think Menace one was stronger than Brave one. I feel like Menace one started off so strong and felt like off a cliff.
Okay, so if
severe.
we're talking, okay, so fine. So
Who won MVP in COVID?
I know who didn't.
Who's LeBron?
LeBron won COVID MVP.
No, who is LeBron?
No, he talking about in terms of anyway. He cannot be the betting man's favorite to win. I'm sorry. There's no way he is.
That's why I kind of set it up with if we elected our PM separate and apart from our MPs one-on-one.
Then
man to
Sebastian would
man.
have ran long time ago
Right.
and he would have won.
Right, but I'm saying in the context of what we have going on, I still think it'll be neck and neck Menace and Sebastian right now. Nobody is doing social media. Next to Rick Fox, nobody's doing
I
social
think
media
we
better than Menace.
we're also not taking into account how small of the populace the social media stuff is even hitting to the point where it makes sense. Because if we're being 100% honest, that is only resonating with young people that like to see old people do young people things. Most of the people that you actually need to vote for you don't understand what in the world are he doing.
And that is the silent majority. Those are the people that aren't going to the polls. So if they could see something on social media and say, hey, that's funny. But
That is not the silent majority.
it is. It is. Go and look at the last couple of elections we had. The people are turning out very, very low compared to the actual bloc in our country that should be voting.
And you think they could vote for him?
Menace do
because-
6'7" for a pickleball court. You would think that resonate?
Because it take me through there.
Yeah.
And 6'7".
Yes.
I
Yes.
so
Is
much you might be
6'7" still a
right.
thing?
Absolutely.
For him, it is.
It might be dead now that happened.
Top tier, bro.
Anyway, in this hour, we are going to talk sports betting. We are leading you into week 12 of the NFL season. We're going to start with our how to bet primers. You go to Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook and you find the matchups that are applicable to you. There are many ways to bet. If you're not familiar with the terminologies, we give you a refresher every week. When you hear us say money line, we're talking straight up about the winners and losers who we think is going to just outright win the game. When we talk spreads, we're talking a team may still lose the game, but they may cover the spread. And all that simply means is they're not going to lose by as much as you thought they were going to lose by. So if that spread is 7.5 points, maybe they only lose by 4. You could still win that bet. When we talk parlay, we're talking a group of bets strung together, and you got to win every one of those to win big. So the odds are much longer for you to win, but the prize at the end is also bigger. And player props are simply bets on a specific statistical outcome that you think is going to happen. So, for instance, if we're talking Thursday Night Football, for instance, a big Josh Allen player prop that a lot of people bet on was him to throw for 200 yards, which he did. So if you
Two
string
interceptions.
he did. So if you string
No
a lot
touchdowns.
of those together, those are parlays that build up, and those are just some of the terminology that you want to know.
You know how much
as
money
we
you
go.
would have won if you said he threw for 200, 2 picks and no touchdowns?
A lot, but who was going to think that Josh Allen was going to throw for no touchdowns after he came off a week where he scored 6?
D'Amico Ryan.
Because he took too many touchdowns in 1 week. When someone goes, they ball out 1 week, then they flopped. And the Thursday Night Football is the worst.
Yeah. But I just feel like you buried the lead on something super important.
I'm a bad journalist.
Yeah, we heard the commercial coming in, and I have to do it. EWL is doing something huge, something big, something never done before. Well, it was done a few years back, but that's what I'm saying right now. What we're
Never
gonna do?
done before again.
Now it's been reborn.
No, I'm gonna tell you how it's different. I'm gonna tell you how it's different. I'm gonna tell you how it's different. Hey, just
Please,
give me
go
a minute.
ahead.
Just give me a minute.
It's like having a second child.
No, we're gonna go price tag lower.
Oh,
Any $10 play across EWL platforms, whether it's in sportsbook, lottery, or casino, nets you a chance to win your golden ticket and a golden opportunity to get the dream of a lifetime. We're giving away a house for the holidays. We're inviting somebody to go home for the holidays with EWL.
Why you just saying tell me to do the read?
does this?
Because this is additional to the read. We're gonna get to that.
I gotta ask questions though.
Go
Does
ahead.
this include appliances
Yes, we're
and
gonna
furniture?
We're gonna get to that.
I
John.
mean, these important questions.
We're gonna get to that. A fully furnished home, brand new, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We want persons to understand that.
Are we
It's-
eligible for this?
Yes.
Okay.
You know how important two
play in.
bathrooms is?
Get your $10 play in. Whether it's a casino, lottery, or sportsbook, you play a $10 bet, you play a $10 wager, and you get your chance to enter to win. We're going to have a golden key process where every couple of days you have a chance to grab a golden key. We're going to list our first few winners next week, Friday. If you're in all the way to the final. So you snag your golden key, you have a golden opportunity to be one of 60 finalists to actually be entered into the grand raffle to win this out. 60 people is a lot, but there's 60 prizes along the way.
you go.
So nobody's leaving empty-handed during this golden opportunity.
I'm so proud of y'all for doing the golden key thing because it is so reminiscent of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the golden tickets.
That is crazy that I never thought about it.
What?
We spent weeks planning this.
What? It's the first thing I thought about when
first
you
thing?
said it.
Yeah.
Now I got to write a commercial script because I now remember Charlie. We're gonna get to that.
Running through the streets. Remember the Peter Griffin thing where he did it and then
I'm
he
not
fell
gonna
down?
be alerted to it. We're gonna be doing that shortly.
Do that after. Do that after we finish the radio
Oh,
show.
like just okay.
He's
fair.
having a business meeting like how we have production meetings
That
on
is
the air.
true. Like y'all don't understand how all the multitasking goes on here for us to bring you this incredible product that's better than all of the other ones that you listen to on any other day.
Especially ones you would call into.
I ain't getting into all that. All I try to get by people understand. This is the perfect opportunity. You play all year, you do all this thing year round, trying to win, trying to get something. We at Everybody Wins want to give you more. And the more we're giving this holiday season.
It's like the Kobe system.
Yes. You can always do more.
Yeah.
So hey,
I like
get
that.
out there, enter your $10 play. You have multiple opportunities to enter to win, multiple chances to win. Earn your golden key today. Like, you don't have to think about it. Go out right now. You're listening to me. Go to Everybody Wins location. We have 21 locations across the Bahamas. Make your $10 play and be entered to win.
Before we go to week 12, I could do the live read now.
Yeah.
Yes. This Christmas, Everybody Wins Live is giving you a chance to win a gift of a lifetime. A brand new, fully... That's supposed to be furnished?
Yes.
No, I lied. A brand new, fully deeded home. From November 21st to 26th, every time you play $10 or more, you're one step closer to the keys to your future home. More play means more entries and more chances to win big. That's in block caps. Play in-store or online today. This holiday, go beyond winning. Go home for the holidays only with Everybody Wins Live. Remember,
I'm going to say
hold on.
this.
Remember the game responsibly.
I'll say this. The fully deed is way more important.
It's so important.
than
It threw me
fully
for a loop.
furnished.
It threw me
Because
for a
it's just
loop.
like, they're saying that this has the legit paperwork
No, it's legit,
of
just-
you owning.
Yes, that's what
That
threw me
means
for a loop.
this property has been registered in the property tax area. So it's like it's a legit transaction.
That's all yours. No funny fine print.
No, I like how the businessman in the group just picked up. It's like, no, hold on.
That's important.
That's why that's there. No, I appreciate John doing that. But definitely, we're also going to do the furnished John. So
All right.
we're going to get there.
Let's go to Tings or down bad. We're starting with the NFL. Dallas Cowboys. Big win over the Raiders. Back in the mix. Tings or down
The
bad.
Raiders?
How you started that?
Yeah. Listen, ESPN has taught me many valuable lessons. We started this in the first hour talking about
Ronaldo
Stuart
A.
Scott.
Smith.
But listen, guys, the secret sauce here is you just talk about the Cowboys no matter what. You talk about the Cowboys, you talk about the Dolphins no matter what. They
All right, so
have to
let's
be good.
Let's run through this. Down bad. I don't care why. Both of them down bad.
I wasn't impressed by that win.
I'll tell you why Tings is Tings. Because I think they discovered something. Hold on. They discovered something and they tapped into
That they could beat
something.
Chalk?
No.
That they could go and get super wasted before a game?
Yes, because it harkens back to the Cowboys of our childhood
That's- he was going
and when
there.
they were at their greatest. When the Cowboys were at their greatest, it was debauchery filled in the streets. It was the White House on Dorset Drive, no coincidence, that launched the Cowboys into the stratosphere of the NFL Hall of Fame and multiple Super Bowls. Once CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens did whatever they did to get suspended and miss the first drive, they came out and had possibly that was their best game together. They may have had individually good games. That was their best game together because they were brought together by one thing that all Cowboys do better than anyone else, and that's party off the field.
I want you to know that they are in 10th place in the NFC.
No, I see where you're now going with this.
I see where you're going, but
Just no, I get it because when I heard the story the morning of the game, I was like, oh, that's bad.
I mean, I put some great performances up.
And this is why it makes it special because then all of a sudden I recognize like,
location's important.
I didn't want to believe the story because it was just rumors at first. But then when I saw George Pickens like break 3 touchdowns and almost get to I was like, wow, they was all out all night.
Let me tell you something. I've seen this from John in Trinidad.
Wow.
Sometimes you need those things to vault your performance. I seen John deliver some of the greatest performances when he got suspended for the first drive because he was out all night.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because of
That
that,
first drive, I didn't have to go because it was just a waste of time.
and this is why I believe in the Cowboys, because you know what? This is just what some people need.
You could believe in the Cowboys, but I believe in the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, and I would go and say the Chargers over them. So that's 4 of the next, 6 games that they're going to take those L's.
Thank you for the Chiefs, but speaking of that, teams are down bad because for the first time in what feels like forever, there's a legitimate chance they don't make the playoffs, and I don't know what that looks like.
I mean,
I don't want a lot for the Colts. But listen to me. I need the Indianapolis Colts to have the game of a lifetime. Whatever it takes, whether Daniel Jones wants to be MVP or not, do it. If Sauce Gardner wants to get 3 interceptions, do it. I need the greatest Colt game
you know
ever
what the problem is,
Sunday.
though, right?
Go ahead.
The game's at our head.
I'm
just telling you, that's a problem. That's a legitimate problem. Like, it's one of those things when you look at the Chiefs just play different at home. They're 4-1 at home. On the road, they dead. They're the Dolphins.
I don't know, Bay John. This looks different to me. Like that's a game that Broncos game is a game that they have historically won. And we saw the writing on the wall for this last year, right? I think last year they won 5 or 6 one-score games. They've lost all of those this year. And sometimes that's the difference between being a playoff team and being a contender and just falling by the wayside. And now it's a legitimate thing that could happen. So either one or two things, right? We actually have to watch this whole thing die before we could believe in it being dead. We're not going to just project that it's going to happen because I think if they get in as the final seed, you still trust Patrick Mahomes to go on the road and win a playoff game.
Let's just put it this way. The Patriots will want to be the 1 seed if that happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, obviously, I think we all think they down bad right now.
Yes, Chiefs down bad.
Yes.
But I just want to work with these numbers. You're saying if the Chiefs win on Sunday, my Patriots can be the number 1 seed. And you're saying if the Colts win, the Chiefs will be mathematically 1 loss away from being out of the playoff contention.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes and no, because you'll be the 2 seed.
I go with being the 2 seed, lost the Chiefs in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take the 3rd seed if it takes the Chiefs to get out of the playoffs.
The Broncos are playing the Commanders this week. NBC, 8:30 game. So the Broncos are 9-2.
It's the most unbelievable thing that I still feel like they would lose a home playoff game in the divisional round.
And this is a bye week for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're on a bye week. So they play the following week. So they're just sitting pretty.
Yeah. I'll take whatever seed necessary for the Chiefs to be out.
I want to go to the NBA quickly. We talked about it in the first half. Los Angeles Lakers, Tings is Tings, down bad.
Tings has always been Tings.
Thanks is thanks.
I just wanted to go because Big Yatika's back.
Yeah. A lot of tanks is a lot of tanks right now. You see how that boy dishing the ball?
But Bronny went to the G League.
That's okay. Y'all focus on the wrong thing.
I know. I just wanted to make this was the first time in NBA history that a son was replaced in the lineup by their father.
The way it should be.
Yeah, of course.
This is the way it should be.
Yeah, this is the way. Can we go Golden State Warriors?
They're down bad.
Is Buddy on the block?
Buddy's always on the block.
He's lived his entire career on the
On the
trading
block,
block,
yeah.
right? Like from his rookie season.
But the
in
problem
New
is his
Orleans.
contract isn't valued enough. He has to be a throw-in
piece.
piece. Like he has to be like a three-way team trade or whatever. I mean, it'd be great to get him to Philly again.
Or if we could swing a deal for him and Clay
I was about to say, wait, you want both of them?
immediately.
You know, you could trade Gabe Vincent straight up for him.
Why do they know that?
Well, we need Gabe Vincent.
For
JJ Redick think he can play defense.
why?
It's a
But his
conversation
defensive
we all
numbers
need.
have gone up this year.
It's a conversation the world wants to have with JJ Redick.
It
It's only
definitely
him
ain't
trying
a-
to make Gabe Vincent.
It
happen.
definitely ain't to play point because you have Luka and LeBron to do that.
Yeah. It's just it's the same thing he wants out of Marcus Smart to be able to.
You
pick
have
up.
Marcus Smart. You have Marcus Smart to play defense.
That's why
you ain't need
everybody-
no more defense.
That's why everybody's trying to figure out why you trying to make Gabe
I
Vincent
did
happen.
not know are you on the ESPN trade machine right now? Because this is an entire campaign that we should just be starting. I did not know that. I did not know you could
Wait,
trade
you didn't
Gabe
Golden
Vincent.
State could just run up and say, "Yeah, we'll take Gabe Vincent."
I mean, they got to blow up the whole thing.
I think they
Steph
want us to take Draymond Green. If we take Draymond Green, they'll give us money.
Steph ain't with Under Armour no more. So everything's
Shout out to
blowing up.
Steph for literally bringing up a lot of shoes I've not seen in a while. He had the Shock Reeboks on the other day. I didn't even know they were still
I
out
love
there.
when players in sneaker free agency. I remember when Kobe did this. It's
Yes.
always great. Sneaker free agency is a great time. Like one day, Steph could just come out and rock some Payless shoes, and like nobody would be none the wiser. Oh, wait,
No.
they still in business? They ain't in business no more. Oh, okay. Well, what else he could wear? Has he worn Adidas yet?
Technically.
Okay.
Did he wear Adidas?
Yeah. One of the warm-up games. I forget who
He could
was
wear the
Adidas
Shock
with.
brand. That'd be cool.
Wear the Shock brand. All right.
Is it not the Payless shoes?
That's Walmart.
No, Shock Reeboks was Reeboks, but he had a Shock pair
With
that
the
was
Shock logo.
Yeah, exclusively at Payless.
Ah, okay.
I thought it was
Shock.
exclusively at
No,
Walmart.
I think it's Walmart.
No, initially it was exclusively at Payless.
Oh, okay. Who's the top bandwagon team in the NBA right now?
Right now?
Like for Bahamians, who are they? Which NBA fan base are we hearing them talk about that they just haven't been locked
The
in with
Thunder.
before?
That's what I was gonna say.
I thought no.
That's the
Y'all
top
don't know.
band. Who's the top bandwagon team for the NFL?
That's tough.
Now,
Because Casey bandwagon.
I feel like everyone will go back to the Patriots.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
that is an incredible point.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, wait.
Hold on. There were a lot. No,
If
John
I
is
see
right. There
one
was
Patriot Letterman jacket out on ROI in the next 6, bro,
You will. Thank you, John. This
we
is
don't
incredible.
need that smoke anymore.
There was a Patriots diaspora that spread across the line once Tom Brady left.
Right. And I need y'all to stay across
A
the line.
lot of them went to the Bucks, and they said they were just following Brady. And then after the Bucks thing fell apart, they
Tampa
didn't.
Bay Nice, you know. Stay.
I know, but
Stay.
not fell apart. They didn't go back once Brady left. They didn't go back to New England because there was nothing to go back
They're
to.
free agents.
They were just in the wind, and so now
Wind keep blowing.
the wind ain't gonna keep blowing because they still have all that merch.
Hey.
And now they get to spin the block because a short amount of time later, now you got Drake May.
And here's the
whole
thing:
thing's
if you have a
rebuilt.
Tom Brady jersey from the Patriots, yeah, I've been with them for the last 22 years.
And they say it just like that. I've heard them.
Go be a Cowboy fan.
No, what?
If it's not them, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, I could see Philly being like.
So those
a
are the
big
two
bite.
teams.
So Philadelphia, things are down by.
I guess.
I don't know what to think about them.
I feel like they just ain't real, man.
Who,
They-
Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, that boy's real. Bro.
They real,
I
right?
feel like okay, so
Of course they real.
yeah,
but
they real.
I
but
know what you.
the quarterback thing is what's going to because if Jalen Hurts has one bad game, there's a wrap.
I just think it's difficult.
Tush is
Wait.
dead.
It's
Wait.
difficult to perform in situations where
A bad game against a good team.
you gotta like your job and like the people who you doing stuff with. Like I know you were born in the Lakers dynasty and you think, when you could hate each other and still win. And that's true to a certain extent when the talent level far supersedes everyone else. But for some reason, I just feel like the Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown thing is going to blow up at the wrong time for this team.
AJ Brown start a book club in the middle of a Super Bowl run, and they still won.
Okay.
You think an argument right now get the red light?
It got worse.
I
Since
feel like
then.
an argument is
It
worse
got
than a
much
book
worse
club.
since then. Their relationship got much worse since then. It's leading all these sports talk debate shows. AJ Brown is going on streams talking about you should just drop him
podcasting?
from fantasy. He's suing.
Might as well.
It's suing. I'm just saying. I feel like at some point this thing is gonna come to an head, and it may be at
Pause.
the worst. Thank you.
Pause.
Thank you. Self-regulation. It may be at the worst possible time. All right.
I still think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
You know the game. You live for the rivalries, the buzzer beaters, the Hail Marys. At Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, we're built for that energy because we're built for players. Better odds, faster action, smarter bets. Visit everybodywinslive.com or drop into an EWL location and feel the difference. Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, built for players. Game on, Bahamas. The all-new Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook is where sports fans turn picks into play. From football to basketball and everything in between, we've got the odds that move with the game. It's fast, it's fun, it's built for players who know their stuff. So grab your picks, lock in your parlay, and feel the win with Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. Let's get to week 12. Let's start with the Thursday night game. We alluded to it a bit, but the Bills just losing that game. Davis Mills, 3-0 as a starter. Who saw that?
Not us.
Nobody saw that coming, right? Like that.
D'Amico Ryans.
You think so?
Yeah.
Although I did listen to Mina Kimes. Was it Mina Kimes or Diana Rossini? I think both of them might have said it, that it was Diana Rossini. She said Houston was absolutely not taking any calls where people were interested in trading for Davis Mills. And I'm like, why are you keeping Davis Mills so close to the vest? This is why. CJ Stroud ain't in trouble or nothing, right?
No.
Y'all know how I feel about this.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all know how I feel about this.
And y'all know how I feel about this too.
He regressed a little bit.
He did not regress.
We go back to this regressing thing.
He regressed a bit. So they looked at it and was like, hey, just in case, let's not move too far off from it. That's it.
It's not even like he had this incredible game. He was 16 for 30, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. I feel like every quarterback in the
With
NFL
a defense
could give
like
you...
what the Houston Texans have, you don't need much of the quarterback play.
Okay, CJ Stroud can do this.
He could.
Tua can do this.
Oh, whoa,
it would have been two. It would have been an interception or 2 thrown in there, but Tua could do this.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks could do it. He's done it consistently for 3 weeks. That's important.
It is important. I'm not here to rain on the Davis.
So all I'm trying to say is CJ Stroud don't have to come back and be MVP. Just play within yourself and not turn the ball over.
All right. Let's go to the Sunday night slate. Let's start in Chicago, where Caleb Williams and the Bears are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bears favored by 2.5 at home. Over under on this game, 45.5. I like Chicago in this one because I think the Steelers are like a teetering tower, and they're about to be pushed over.
They're too inconsistent.
I think this
Aaron
is
Rodgers ain't. Tickets are $408 for this game at Soldier Field.
You know why?
Yeah,
the Bears
because they're
is the
winning.
hot ticket in town.
Yeah. So they're in first place in the division.
When was the last time he was able to say that?
When Brian Urlacher was playing, probably.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're first place. I don't see how. I think Caleb Williams is going to do what he has to do. They're going to score probably like 40 points of the 45 points needed for the over. I'll take the over. I'll take Chicago. I just think that Chicago is finally becoming a football team.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Bears in this too.
I'm going to go with the Bears as well.
Let's move on to the Cincinnati Bengals hosting Drake May, Ricardo Wells, and the New England Patriots.
I'm so happy Jamal Chase ain't playing in this game.
I was about to allude to that. And the line actually moved once that happened. New England is favored by 6.5, over under 51.5.
How much did the line move?
I think New England was favored by 3.5. So Jamar Chase not being there actually accounted for like 3 points, which is huge. If you didn't know, and for fantasy purposes and for betting on this game purposes, Jamar Chase out of the lineup because he spit on Jalen Ramsey, and you cannot be spitting on people.
You can't spit on people. You can't punch people. You can't spit people.
You may get away with punching someone.
I think you can kick someone, but you can't punch someone to the face.
And you cannot pump your midsection 3 times. All very
You can't pump
important.
it 2.
You can't pump it 2. You can pump it once.
Yes. One
You get
pump.
one
You
pump.
get 1 pump.
That was the misconception. We thought that the limit was 3. No, it's
No, we
clearly
thought the
2.
limit was 2.
We thought it was 2, and
But-
then if you threaten the third one, they
get
watch
the
for
flag.
that.
Ah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I mean, I personally feel like the NFL should have an official disclaimer because I don't think all the players know this.
I feel like anytime they throw a flag for like an unsportsmanlike after a touchdown celebration, the NFL should give us an explanation why and what the rule is for said explanation.
Yeah, that would have cost T.O. a lot, or maybe it would have saved T.O. and Ocho Cinco a lot.
Ocho Cinco for sure.
Because they're like, you can't dunk on the goalpost because it could move the goal. Okay.
Like I did grow up my whole life watching Tony Gonzalez do that. Like,
Yeah, literally every time. But anyway, so no Jamar Chase in this game. I wanted to believe that Flacco could have one of those games where he threw it to Jamar Chase 30 times and Jamar Chase catches 25 of them.
No,
in his 2
this is the
touchdowns.
game when New England locks up the division.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, I think.
not too much on my guys, Joe. Not too much on my guys. We take it one step at a time.
Yeah, one step is you're going to win this game
You've
and
had
you
2
lock up the
decades of
division.
incredible success.
One
You
step
won
at a
6
time.
Super Bowls. Do not do this. Oh, well, let's be careful around
Yeah,
this.
we gotta
Let's
keep
not
on
put
up.
too much on
You
us.
see, all
Get
this y'all
outta here with
all
that
this y'all
bull.
do it. Now y'all got Drake made a beef with Cam Newton for no reason. This is the energy that causes
Nobody's
that kind of
causing
stuff.
Drake made a beef with Cam Newton.
Cam Newton is causing it.
Cam Newton's not beefing with Drake May. Cam Newton gets paid.
Y'all going to win this game, go on by,
Yeah.
win the Giants game, and then the next games don't matter.
Yeah,
Congratulations for being back.
it's not me. It's all because of Drake. Drake made me.
I personally have beef with his brother.
What? Oh, okay. No, I understand now.
We were on course for a national championship that year. And
Things happen.
And Luke May hit this jumper from the free throw line extended that caused North Carolina to beat Kentucky. I've never forgiven the May family.
If he gets a Super Bowl, how would you feel?
Terrible.
Oh, okay. I just tried to see if it was an option for reconciliation.
No, there's no option for reconciliation. Maybe you could go to the Ravens and back up Lamar Jackson.
Whoa. I don't know how I feel with that.
Taking the Bengals to cover. Let's move on to game number 3. Detroit Lions hosting the New York Giants. And I feel so bad for them. Is Jackson Dart going to be back? I don't know. This is the biggest line. No, the second biggest line. We got some big lines this week.
Yeah.
Detroit favored by 12.5 because things have completely, not falling, things have fallen apart for the Giants. And I think they just playing the string out in this one.
If the
What do you think
Lions
it costs?
lose this game, tickets are $181. If the Lions lose this game, then just put a fork in the season.
See, I can't say that. I can't. And I know it was the coming out of Scatterboo and would you call him the Caucasian?
Creatine Caucasians.
It was the coming out party for them. But I felt the same way about them versus the Eagles that one week that I do right now. I'm not going to put it past the Giants. I know Dart isn't playing. I know Jameis had a horrendous fourth quarter last week. I just
They don't have a
feel like
team,
there's
but
a
I feel like they're
chance.
going to win.
I just feel like there's a chance.
Of what exactly?
This is a trap game. Lions have a big Thanksgiving week next week. Just trust me. Just watch the game.
Why? Why?
I just feel like this is a weird game for the Lions.
I need to see if Jackson Dart's going to be playing. There got to be something to look forward to. Like, I don't know where you're going with this one. That is crazy. This is going to be a weird game for the Lions because they're going to score so much points.
Okay.
Too many points.
Are they going to stop Jahmyr Gibbs? Are they going to stop David
possible.
Montgomery? I don't know what's happening.
It's
here.
possible. All I'm saying is I don't feel confident in the Lions this week. I
So
don't
you're
know
taking
why.
the Giants to cover, correct?
Yes.
Okay, not to win
I don't
outright.
think this is going to be a blowout.
Money line, you would not take the Giants.
If I had the money, no.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I didn't know where you was going to go with that one.
If I have $2 to spare, I might.
Jeez. NFC North Division rivalry. Green Bay Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings.
Wait, hold on. I got to ask a betting question. Every week, y'all don't just like take random games that could be a big upset and just bet it?
No.
Even if you got like a little 50 cent, you put it on it.
Why would you put a fit? Okay.
All I'm saying is the week that the Dolphins beat the Bills, you know what the payout would have been if you bet $2?
What would it have been? Tell us.
Like almost like, I think like $120 something.
We're trying to win a house here.
No, I get that.
Okay.
So we had to put $10.
Boy, if you didn't hit $10.
Joe, I know you like this week to win one of these ridiculous games. I'm not listening to Cardo. Anyway.
I think Minnesota's going to win this game.
Against who?
Against Green Bay.
You know what? That wouldn't even be as ridiculous because Green Bay has already set the precedence that they will lose one of these games. They will lose multiple of these games. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I believe in them anymore. And Jordan Love is the quarterback. So
Boy, this is really breaking news here, guys. This is nothing to be joking about. If Ronaldo says he does not believe in a quarterback that looks like him, there is a problem.
I said if.
Okay.
I do believe Jordan Love gets right this week. I do believe he's easily going to outplay JJ McCarthy. And I do think the Packers will win this game.
Okay.
All right, guys, if you really want to get this house, this would be the perfect game to put your little $10 bet on. This can win you big money.
This ain't the game.
This can win you big money and get you a chance to get the house.
Just wait till the shocker.
Oh, God. Go ahead.
This is going to be funny because I can't wait until John gives us a ticket update on this one. This is actually only the second worst ticket update of the week. The Tennessee Titans hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
$21 tickets, and this is my upset of the week.
Whoa! You know what? I got to trust him.
Why, John?
I got to trust him.
I just feel like the time has been due. Like,
Also, before John continues, tied for the biggest line of the week. Seahawks favored by 13.5 on the road.
and the reason is we see how the Texans are legit, right? This team, the last 2 weeks, gave up 16 points to the Texans and lost, and gave up 27 points to the Chiefs and lost. They lost one game by a touchdown and one game by 3. Their defense is going to help them win this game. That sounds like with the Dolphins.
I'm in. Cotto?
I objective.
And they home.
So we got two $10 bets this week.
Game on Bahamas. The all-new Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook is where sports fans turn picks into play. From football to basketball and everything in between, we've got the odds that move with the game. It's fast, it's fun, it's built for players who know their stuff. So grab your picks, lock in your parlay, and feel the win with Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. You know the game. You live for the rivalries, the buzzer beaters, the Hail Marys. At Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, we're built for that energy because we're built for players. Better odds, faster action, smarter bets. Visit everybodywinslive.com or drop into an EWL location and feel the difference. Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, built for players. Y'all believe in Cam Ward more than me?
I trust Jordan moments like this. This got nothing to do with Cam Ward.
This got nothing to do with Cam Ward.
In Jordan we trust.
I will say this about Seattle, right? And I know
who you picking, but yes, continue.
No, this kind of stuff only counts in college football where they say that was a great loss. I'm not gonna lie. It was the most impressive loss I saw Seattle have last week. For them to turn the ball over that much and still have a chance to win that game was absolutely insane. That shows you how good that team is. However, it may be a house of cards. And it may be in danger of toppling over because for all of the goodwill Sam Darnold has built over the last year and a half, I feel like people always be saying you won Sam Darnold away from actually being good. And maybe was this like a Disney movie where he had the mojo going, where he was wearing the right shoes or doing something, and it all fell apart last week because last week wasn't the same Sam Darnold that we've been seeing. Does that continue? Does Cam Ward take advantage and supersede him?
The potential is there.
I don't tell you what's gonna happen.
I like it. I'm gonna go Titans.
There you go.
I got lie. When you say mojo just now, it confused me. And you said if it's like a Disney movie, he had the mojo. Because I automatically think
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah. Be careful with the way you bring these things together.
Sorry. Let's move on to the Kansas City Chiefs. Playoff hopes teetering on the brink of elimination.
You ain't got to vibe it.
Hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Line Chiefs favored by 3.5. Vegas be telling you they will always be favored no matter what. Yeah. Like they playing the 8-2 Colts.
You are Vegas in this one. So, yeah, this is the make or break game for Kansas City.
Absolutely.
The 100% make or break. It's also the make or break game for Indianapolis.
You think so?
Yes, because I don't think Indianapolis could afford.
Last week we said that this
the Broncos.
This was a must win.
And the reason I say it is because the Broncos and the Patriots and Indianapolis are like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Indianapolis has to either be the 2 seed or the 1 seed and get that bye.
Or maybe these teams also have to prove something that to be the man, you got to beat the man. They got to go through the Chiefs. Because the Broncos gone through the Chiefs and beat them.
Yeah, Buffalo also beat them too, and look at them.
Yeah, well, they always just do that.
Yeah, you got to wait. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to play them in the playoffs.
No.
If they make the playoffs.
We had the Powerpuff Girls reference. Are going to make a Dragon Ball Z reference. But
Kari.
I can need everybody to muster up all of their abilities.
Are we making a spirit bomb?
Yes, we're gonna hand the spirit bomb over to the Indianapolis Colts.
And you know what Daniel Jones could do with that?
Hey.
Throw an interception. Chiefs gonna win. You back Patrick Mahomes into a corner, and he is going to come out swinging.
Nah,
Chiefs are
you
gonna
really
win
let me
this game.
fin-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, do your thing.
You may throw a deception with the spirit ball, but still, if you have the energy this weekend, let's muster our abilities together. Give it over to the Indianapolis Colts and let us collectively, as an NFL viewing public, be done with this Kansas City Chiefs thing.
You know who I trust in this game?
Oh,
Kamehameha.
Steve Spagnuolo. I think he's going to have an incredible game. What?
Anyways, this game to me is a toss-up. It's gonna go one or two ways. Kansas City just gonna destroy the Colts, or the Colts are gonna win off a field goal at the end of the game.
I think Kansas City destroys them. Let's move on to the easiest game of the week for everybody. This should have been in Bud Light Easy Takes of the Week. I love this second half schedule. Baltimore Ravens hosting the New York Jets.
13.5.
Ravens favored by 13.5. Over under on this game, 44.5. Love it.
Guess
Love
what,
it.
guys?
Justin Fields can win this game.
This is another Jets game. This is another $10 game.
This is a tough game for me to pick because I don't like the matchup.
Like, this one of those things where it's like, I don't know. The Jets just know how to spoil the party.
They're not spoiling this party. It's going to be a raucous affair. Baltimore is going to walk into winning this division. And all of the people that was talking crap when Lamar was hurt, they're going to eat all of those words.
What was
when they
Lamar's
gotta
stats
see us
last
in
week?
the postseason. I don't care what Lamar's stats was. You know what the stats was? We won.
Oh, Jameis with W's?
Okay.
That
Just
was
wanna
the
make sure.
stat.
Just wanna
The
make sure.
stat we're going to win. The stat is we're going to win here too.
So, John, get this on a clip for next week.
Please do.
Just to have it ready.
You know who's editing this? No. Get this on the clip for next week.
That's a production meeting. We can't have that live on air. Please do. I will clip it because I am saying it with my chest. And you know what? If I can't say it with my chest that 13.5 favorite Ravens are going to beat the lowly Jets, where the owner don't even want the quarterback. First of all, the quarterback already out. They playing Tyrod Taylor, right? BTA. Moving on.
This is the game of the week.
Whose game of the week is
This
this?
is the game of the week.
Let's set it up. Las Vegas Raiders hosting the Cleveland Browns. And I don't know what year John think this is, but for some reason, this feel like this could be game of the week in like 1988 or something. There's no way this is game of the week
in
now.
2025.
Please tell me why.
Shador
Shador.
about to
Oh
make
my
his first
goodness.
game. Well, not play his first game. He's
started.
starting his first game. And clearly, Myles Garrett has decided that he's going to be the greatest defensive player ever this season
But he
right
good.
now.
He trying to earn he already earned the contract, but think about it. Myles Garrett ain't got nothing else to play for, bro. He's not playing for a championship ever. He's not playing for anything else.
Now, he's going to play for a championship. At some
How?
point.
He's got to leave.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
gonna
then
happen.
he could be washed by then.
So
Von Miller went on. Well, he didn't win a championship
this is how I look at this game, right?
No, he did.
in LA.
Oh, yeah.
The Raiders QB is Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I feel like Shador Sanders is a young Geno Smith.
Wow.
But young Geno Smith was bad.
Shador's pretty bad.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's not a good thing.
No,
Being
but
young
that,
Geno Smith.
yeah,
If
no,
you reinvented
yeah,
Geno.
no. But I'm saying Raiders are gonna win this game.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna
Absolutely.
smack them up. Shador's probably gonna throw 4 in a set. He's gonna get his Jameis Winston on.
Yes.
But we're gonna see from this game if he has it.
Browns are gonna
Can
win
he?
by 2
Can
touchdowns.
he become a Geno Smith player where he was terrible in the first half of his career and then he grew into it?
I never want a pick. What was he, 5th round?
5th round,
I never want a 5th round pick to get this much attention unwarranted.
except
ever
6th
again.
round pick.
Like but you had to get that. Like this is ridiculous at this point. I honestly want to be done with this Shador Sanders stuff.
No, see, I can't allow you to do that to my boy. Now, tell me a top tier quarterback out of this last draft.
Out of this last draft?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Tell me the difference between Cam Ward and Shador Sanders right now.
Cam Ward's a better player than Shador Sanders is.
Tell me the difference between them right
We
now.
know that though. We know Cam Ward's better than
we?
he is. Yes, we do. Carter, we know that.
Do we?
Yes, we've seen a body of work. We already had a body of work. But prior to them coming to the NFL, we knew that he was a better player than them.
Okay. I can accept that.
You have to. Like the NFL told you that on draft day. They said we want one to be taken before everyone else and
Right.
one taken in the 5th round.
And right now, they don't look that far apart.
They look miles apart.
Okay.
The Tennessee Titans are a horrible organization.
So
there
you're-
have been games
You're,
when Cam Ward
putting his struggles right now in his rookie year completely on the team.
a part of it. Yes, a huge part of it is on the team. I'm listen.
Shador's going to win. 2 touchdowns.
No.
He's going to win. He's going to win. He's
Then
going to win.
you put $45 on that, guys.
No, okay, if you say a 45, now, John, I know, but that.
I mean, I'm
if
just saying,
if
you that confident with that
If you
one.
say 10, then I'm there.
I will say this, right? This has to, it ain't getting no better than this. Because, I mean, the Raiders' defense is horrible. You got a week to prepare. People made all the excuses in the world, like, oh, he didn't have a chance to get first team reps. Remember when Baker Mayfield signed to the Rams like 10 minutes before they was going to play on Monday night?
Boy, that was a good game.
And engineered that amazing drive. Like, anyway.
Baker knows ball.
I'm not anti-Shador Sanders. I'm just saying, dog, I ain't seen it. Like, I want it for him. I'm not trying to hate on dude. I want it for him. But
Hate.
I'm taking...
You're taking the Raiders.
I know he getting back and forth like we ain't know.
No.
I'll take the Browns to win.
Okay, cool. Put $45
Bro,
on
you
that,
take
guys.
25, but already cool.
Let's go Cardinals hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. We shouldn't spend
$16 tickets.
60, and this was the low for the week, right? $16 tickets because ain't nobody trying to watch this.
No.
Nobody in Arizona.
And we barely want to talk about it, but
We barely-
Jacksonville's going to win.
I'm taking Arizona just because I feel like
Yes, just because number 7.
no, but these are the games that Jacksonville always lose.
I
Every
feel
time
like-
you start to believe in them, they do something like this.
I feel like we got to get an envelope and we got to be like, I'm going to do Niles picks this week. And then he opens it up on camera and then just be like, wow.
All right, what y'all gonna do about this one? Philadelphia Eagles against the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles favored by 3.5. They play in a Jerry's
It's like their
World.
3rd game for the year.
6. They play every other week. They play every other week. I'm convinced.
I'm going to take the Eagles. I don't know the Cowboys.
I think this is the game that breaks that same Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown thing in half because CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Dak Prescott have discovered the secret.
We got breaking news right now,
They got to go to Dorset Drive to the White House,
which is a little different.
Whoa.
You're going to hear this a day late, though.
Yeah, it's
It's breaking now, but you'll hear it on Saturday. Bahamas team national team head coach Chris DeMarco is going to be coaching the New York Liberty.
completely threw the show for a loop. We have to record the news again.
No.
Okay, all right. Go post that to
Yeah.
go post that to the page. Anyway, we're gonna let's wrap up football quickly so we could end the show with that. Saints Falcons. There's no Michael Penix. Is Tyler Show still the quarterback for the Eagles? I mean,
Yeah.
not the Eagles,
So
for the Saints.
Yeah. Gotta shut him when he got.
Falcons.
Oh, yeah. This is New Orleans. The city is just as terrible as the team.
Big rivalry though.
Wow, John.
We did not have fun there. I'm sorry. Sunday night, Los Angeles Rams against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks have the hardest schedule in the second half, and they are the most injured team in the NFL.
I don't believe in the Bucks anymore. You can't put all them points up against Buffalo, lose when the Dolphins show you how to win, and the Rams are just going to run away with it.
Yeah.
And Monday night,
No one
the
cares
Christian
about that
McCaffrey Bowl. San Francisco 49ers hosting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers in the mix.
First of all, I think this is crazy odds. -7 for San.
Yeah.
Ain't no way Carolina winning.
I like
think-
this one, John.
No, hold on. Carolina might have a chance.
No, I think Carolina's going to win this game.
Okay.
Like, for some reason, Carolina has just been balling. Like,
Yeah.
and when I mean balling, doing enough to win a game.
Yeah, Bryce Young figuring it out. But my whole point is we need the FBI investigating everything. I need them to investigate the schedule makers. Because what Monday Night Football do to them, bro? Like, why are these games always so awful on Monday night?
I mean, that's how it is be, boy.
What?
It just be like that.
This Christmas, Everybody Wins Live is giving you a chance to win a gift of a lifetime. A brand new fully deeded home. From November 21st to December 26th, every time you play $10 or more, you're one step closer to the keys to your future home. More play means more entries and more chances to win big. Play in-store or online today. This holiday, go beyond winning. Go home for the holidays only with Everybody Wins Live. Remember to game responsibly.
We want to end things a bit differently this week. We want to bring you a short clip from our conversation we had with Olympic hopeful Serena Brown. Now, Serena was one of the top junior athletes in the country. Competed at the junior level, went on to Texas A&M, Iowa, University of Florida, did all these wonderful things, but injuries and setbacks forced her away from the sport that she loved. She is now on the path back to full-time competition, and her sights are now set on the Olympics in LA 2028. So here's a bit of our conversation with her. What forced you to step away from track and field?
Well, I was actually doing really well. Coming off of the season, was feeling hyped about everything. Came to nationals, won nationals, beat the American who decided to come and compete with us. But I needed a further mark. Through 60.92 meters, extending the national record again. I actually threw over 63 times in that meet. Best performance of my life. But after duplications, I ended up being one spot away from the Olympics at the time, with world rankings and everything. So I had fire underneath my feet. I was ready to go, and I was that close to going to the Olympics. I had that great of a season. It is time to go. This is after I graduated undergrad. I was about to start my master's program at Florida. I got injured that fall. And it wasn't a sprain, it wasn't a broken arm or anything like that. It was my back. I had a lumbar herniated disc and a bulging disc on top of that. There were two disc abnormalities stacked on top of each other, and the pain was excruciating. I couldn't feel my feet. It was difficult to walk. It was difficult to sit. It was difficult to do anything. It was absolutely terrible. And just excruciating pain. And even after I had completed physical therapy, there was still a long way to go. Physical therapy brought me back to the level to do my day-to-day tasks as a person, but as an athlete, not until now or a year ago was I finally feeling good enough to go into the gym again and work out and all of this type of stuff like that. It still was lingering pain. There still was things of that nature. I had to do physical therapy again. Seek physical therapy again to get back to athletic shape.
And what was it like dealing with the feeling of, having success in this sport for so much of your life and suddenly all of that was taken away?
It was devastating. Nobody talks about how isolating the fall off is, and how when, for example, with me, every time I touched the ring in the NCAA, I went to the NCAA championships 4 times. 4 out of 4 times I competed, I went to the NCAA championships. I'm second all time at Texas A&M. I'm second all time at Iowa. I have a bronze and silver medal respectively at the conference championships. So people, knew me, sang praises, big expectations, big support. But once I got injured and I couldn't compete and I couldn't produce, I was on the sideline. The support was fleeting. So that was eye-opening.
What was it that made you decide to return, and when was that decision made?
I know that I had more in me. I know that God wasn't done with me. And truthfully, it felt like he was in my neighborhood. A lot of my friends, close friends, were at the Olympics, winning medals, breaking world records. And I mean, these ain't people that I talking about, I know them from a distance. I have their phone numbers. I could call them up. I wishing them Merry Christmas, everything like that. And even when I thought I'd quit, because I remember calling Miss Cora and Miss May and telling them, say, I'm done. I turned down the Olympic Solidarity scholarship because I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to compete again. Even after that, it still was lingering. Go try again. Keep going. Don't give up. And I had to sit down and reflect and be like, I have the rest of my life to work. I don't have the rest of my life to compete. I was like, girl, you ain't even turned 30 yet. You giving up already on your dreams? You've been wanting to be in at the Olympics for how long, and you just want to give up? I still have the burning desire to make it, to put the Bahamas on the map. Been repping the 242 for a very long time, whether it was basketball, volleyball, and track. Been doing this for a long time, and so especially being, one spot away from Tokyo, being in the top 40 in the world. I haven't started a family or anything like that yet. All of the top throwers right now are maybe anywhere between my age and maybe 10 years, more so plus my age. Sandra Perkovic is 35, still going at it. I mean, just still doing the thing. Long story short, there were more reasons for me to keep going than for me to give up.
What's the most difficult part of getting back into track and field, and what do you see as the path to, getting back to the pros?
So 2 things that are difficult, particularly difficult this time around with returning to the sport. 1, I am not attached to a school, a club, or anything like that. I am on my own, like pot bone. So finding all of the facilities, finding all of the healthcare providers, finding places to do recovery, getting things situated with my coach. We have to WhatsApp videos back and forth, get on calls. So I won't be able to get that real one-on-one experience until I come home in the Christmas to go ahead and train. That's one part. So that's proven to be difficult. The second part is balancing everything with a full-time job. It is you working at 9 to 5 or I work 8 to 4. That proves to be very difficult, especially when you have to wake up and go work out at 5 o'clock in the morning and then go throw at 4 o'clock, and then you have whatever else you're doing in the evening and everything like that. That proves to be challenging. We doing it though. So God bless for giving me the capacity to do so and blessing me with the opportunity to even have that option. So very grateful, but that is one of the most difficult part. But in terms of returning to sport officially and what it's like going to the pros, I actually started competing in March. I start competing in March. It's going to be local meets here in Houston that I compete at with the college kids, competing against them and whoever else in the open category to compete against them, to essentially set me up for the postseason, for our nationals, for CAC games, for Pan Am games, and of course the Commonwealth games. That's a big one that I'm looking forward to. And this year is definitely to boost my visibility since I have been going from the sport for a while. And I don't have any sponsorships or attached to any teams or anything like that. This year is big for visibility, showing people that not only have I returned, I'm returning healthy, I am returning well, I am still competing I'm still at the level of competition, or even better, I pray, to be competing in the big leagues.
And at the end of the day, what's your ultimate goal, and how do you see people that may want to assist you, how do you see them fitting into that?
My ultimate goal is to make the Olympic finals. And every meet from now until then, I'd like to qualify, make the finals, and make the medal stand. Those are my goals. I want people to understand that I'm not new to this. This is not my first time being on the world stage. This is not my first time being the underdog in a situation. I have been at the Youth Olympics, so this would make it a full circle moment. I have been at the World Championships as a youth, coming in ranked 13th, finished 4th. I have been ranked as second in the world before, on different occasions. I want people to support me. I'd love for people to follow me on Instagram at the Serena Brown, TheeSerena Brown. I have the Facebook page if that's your thing. Follow me on there. I have my website, theserenabrown.com. I would love to be an ambassador for brands and companies, commercials, or anything like that. If people have the capacity, I'd love donations. I'll be coming out with merchandise so it doesn't feel so one-sided. You get something in return. I'll be coming out with things shortly on my website. So follow me on this journey. Thoughts, prayers, wishing all the best for me is as equally as important. So I'm just grateful to be back, and for the people who have seen me so far to be so receptive and so supportive. So just wanted to let everybody know that I have seen the support and messages over the years. And I'm so grateful and so thankful for you guys.
That'll do it for this episode of The Accredited. Next week, we will be on the road, but you're not going to miss anything from us. Please remember, info@10YS. We can't say it enough. If you want to reach out to us, y'all could call Carter when he on air, because I know y'all like to.
Okay. I was about to say, while we on air.
Okay. Y'all could call Carter while he on air doing other shows. But for us, info@10YS. Be on the lookout for the mailbag episode that's going to be coming soon. Be on the lookout for how you can join the WhatsApp group so you can, reach out to us at all. I was going to say annoy us, but reach out to us at all points throughout the day, because you have takes you need to get off.
Yeah, if you want to correct us and tell us, Westminster had the greatest run of all time, do that.
They did.
Wait for the WhatsApp group, guys.
A 4-year run. Anyway, it's going to be a part of the WhatsApp group.
Prince was still the greatest ever.
Y'all stay locked in. There's more Accredited to come. Some fans watch. Real fans play. Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook turns every match, every shot, every score into your moment. The better you know the game, the better you play. Now with smarter features and a bigger experience, Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, built for players who live the game.